Gorillas give birth vaginally after a roughly 8.5-month to 55-day gestation period, usually delivering a single infant at night, often in less than 30 minutes and without assistance. Newborns weigh about 2 kilos, 4.5 lbs, and are born with sparse hair. Mothers typically give birth every 4-6 years. Gorillas mate year-round, with females initiating courtship when ovulating by approaching the dominant silverback with gestures, like eye contact or touching. The brief 30-second to 1-minute act typically occurs on the ground, often in a rear entry position, though face-to-face. Human-like mating has been observed. Lead silverback typically mates with all females in his group. Initiation. While females often start the process, males may use force or displays if rejected. Behavior. Females may use mating to gain favor, secure protection, or reduce infanticide risk. Reproduction. Gestation lasts roughly 8.5 to 9 months, with long intervals of 4-6 years between births. Sexual maturity. Females mature around 10 years old, while do male gorillas force females to mate? A study in 1982 found that a silverback gorilla can become aggressive towards a particular female in order to force her to initiate the process of mating even when she wasn't in estrus. Actual mating occurs on the ground with the silverback on top of the smaller female. Gorillas mate just like humans, and in most cases the process is initiated by the female gorillas. This explains why the young female gorillas will vacate their family groups once they become sexually active at around the age of 10 years of age, to go and find alone male gorillas. There are documented cases of Soviet experiments in the 1920s where artificial insemination was attempted, using female chimps and human sperm. However, none of these experiments resulted in a pregnancy, much less the birth of a human Z. Most common form of intra-group communication. For this reason, conflicts are most often resolved by displays and other threat behaviors that are intended to intimidate without becoming physical. As a result, fights do not occur very frequently. The ritualized charge display is unique to gorillas. The entire sequence has 9 steps. 1. Progressively quickening hooting. 2. Symbolic feeding. 3. Rising bipedally. 4. Throwing vegetation. 5. Chest beating with cupped hands. 6. One-leg kick. 7. Sideways running. 2-legged to 4-legged. 8. Slapping and tearing vegetation. And 9. Thumping the ground with palms to end display. A gorilla's chest beat may vary in frequency depending on its size. Smaller ones tend to have higher frequencies, while larger ones tend to be lower. They also do it the most when females are ready to mate. Labor and birth. The process is similar to humans, but generally faster. While most births are quick, difficult births can last up to 3 days. Setting. In the wild, they give birth on the ground in nests made of vegetation. Newborn capabilities. Infants are born helpless, but possess reflexes that allow them to cling to their mother's fur immediately. Infant care. The mother provides exclusive care, carrying the infant for the first few months. Twins. While possible, twins are rare, occurring in less than 1% of births. Mortality. In the wild, the mortality rate for newborn gorillas can be high, around 40%. Post-birth behavior. Maternal care. The mother cleans the infant and encourages it to nurse. Protection. The dominant silverback protects the mother and infant from other group members and threats. Development. The young cling to their mothers for the first few months, eventually riding on their backs. Gorillas live in groups called troops. Troops tend to be made of one adult male or silverback, with a harem of multiple adult females and their offspring. However, multiple male troops also exist. Silverback is typically more than 12 years of age, and is named after the distinctive patch of silver hair on his back, which comes with maturity. Silverbacks have large canine teeth that also come with maturity. Both males and females tend to emigrate from their natal groups. For mountain gorillas, females disperse from their natal troops more than males. Mountain gorillas and western lowland. Gorillas also commonly transfer to second new groups. Mature males also tend to leave their groups and establish their own troops by attracting emigrating females. However, male mountain gorillas sometimes stay in their natal troops and become subordinate to the silverback. If the silverback dies, these males may be able to become dominant or mate with the